Hello everyone, the leaves are starting to change color and the days are getting shorter, so that can only mean one thing. Sure, the fall season is upon us, but more importantly, it's time to get back to the basement and into the train room. And this month, we have a wide variety of new track, locomotives, structures, and more to inspire your next project. Street running is one of the most dramatic scenes to model, whether your layout is set in the past or present. Watching a burly freight train or sleek passenger locomotive share the road with bustling city traffic is a sight to behold. New Walthers Track Street Track makes it easier than ever to add street running to your HO model railroad. The new Street Track is compatible with all Code 83 track products, and like all Walthers Track components, features nickel-silver rail for superior electrical conductivity and reliable performance. Each Street Track piece is 10 3/4 inches long, with cut lines on the underside that make it easy to divide each piece into 3 separate shorter sections. You can also easily combine these track sections with the Cornerstone Street system to create a complete urban scene. Walthers Track Street Track is available in convenient 2-packs of the following road textures: concrete, brick, and asphalt. If you're looking for a new loco to roll down your HO city streets, check out this latest run of F units from Walthers Mainline. The Walthers Mainline F7 diesel locomotives model one of the most popular first-generation diesel prototypes to ply the rails. Produced between 1949 and 1953 by General Motors Electromotive Division, the 1,500 horsepower EMD F7 served for decades on railroads all across North America. Although some were equipped for passenger service, most hauled freight trains and often worked in combinations of F7A units and cabless F7B booster units. The Walthers EMD F7s are available in standard DC versions with a 21-pin plug and pre-installed speaker, making it easy for those who wish to add their own sound decoder. Or for those looking for a locomotive that's ready to go, you can choose a version that's factory equipped with an ESU sound and DCC decoder. This version features a realistic 8-notch prime mover, dynamic brake, bell, horn, and other sound effects. Both versions feature a state-of-the-industry Walthers Proto drive with flywheel-equipped CAN motors and Protomax metal knuckle couplers. Both the standard DC and ESU sound and DCC versions are available as F7AB sets or single F7A units in multiple road numbers of the following road names: Bessemer and Lake Erie, Lehigh Valley, New York Central, Reading, and Western Pacific. An EMD demonstrator version is also available in one road number each. And if you're looking for some high priority freight for your new F units to haul, don't miss this latest run of Walthers Mainline open auto racks. One of the most distinctive freight cars of the 1960s and 1970s is back on HO scale rails. The Walthers Mainline 89-foot flat car with bi-level open auto rack models a workhorse of the rails that hauled light trucks, vans, and other similarly sized vehicles from the auto plant to distribution center. If you model the second generation diesel era, you need a few of these cars on your layout. The Walthers Mainline model features a detailed flat car with a Paragon 2 style auto rack. A die-cast metal frame ensures reliable performance whether the car is empty or loaded. The swinging coupler drawbars ensure smooth operation on curves as tight as 24 inches. The models also include bridge plates and separately applied underbody details. The Walthers Mainline 89-foot flat car with bi-level open auto rack is available in 4 numbers each of the following new road names: Burlington Northern, Grand Trunk Western, Illinois Central, Louisville and Nashville, and Western Pacific. Next up is another signature freight car. This one models a staple of modern coal country railroads. The prototype for the Walthers Mainline 50-foot, 100-ton 4-bay hopper was used to haul coal and other bulk commodities from the 1980s to the mid-2000s. This hopper was the standard coal car of that era's western coal country traffic. This Walthers Mainline model features sharply molded side rib and hopper details. Its die-cast metal underframe keeps the cars on track whether they're loaded or empty. For those that wish to add coal loads to their gondolas, please be sure to check out Chooch Flexible Coal Loads. These loads are available in 3 different textures and can be easily trimmed and mounted on sheet styrene to create custom loads for all your favorite Walthers open freight cars. Each Walthers mainline 100-ton coal hopper rides on correct metal 36-inch wheels and includes metal Protomax knuckle couplers for unbeatable performance. Don't miss this latest coal hauler coming this winter in 4 numbers each of the following road names: Chicago and Eastern Illinois, Chicago and Northwestern, Conrail, Denver and Rio Grande Western, and Illinois Central Gulf. Last up from Walthers mainline this month is an HO model of a specialized freight car that's essential for keeping the right-of-way running smoothly. The HO scale Walthers mainline 41-foot ballast hopper is just the freight car to add some realistic maintenance of way operations to your model railroad. The car is based on a design that's common to many MOW departments. Whether a new route was being laid down or an old stretch of track was being shored up, ballast hoppers delivered the crushed rock foundation for the rails. This detailed HO hopper includes a heavy die-cast metal frame to ensure the car stays on track, and factory-applied side-facing gates and brake details that match its distinctive prototype. The car rides on metal 36 scale-inch wheels and includes reliable Protomax metal knuckle couplers. The ballast hopper is available in 4 road numbers each of the following road names: Amtrak, Burlington Northern, Canadian Pacific, Conrail, CSX, Herzog, Norfolk Southern, and Union Pacific. An undecorated version is also available for all you custom painters out there. Next up from Walthers Proto, an all-new locomotive that's sure to be the star of many HO scale rosters. There's no disputing that the General Motors Electromotive Division NW2 was one of the most hard-working locomotives of the early and mid-diesel era. Built between 1939 and 1949, these diesels were prominent on Class I railroads for decades, handling freight hauling and yard switching chores. Some are still in service today on short-line industrial and tourist roads. This new Walthers Proto NW2 is based on earlier production Phase 1 through Phase 4 units and brings you a super detailed, ready-to-run, road name-specific HO switcher right out of the box. Each model is meticulously detailed to match each of the road names offered. This first run includes newly tooled Phase 1, 2, 3, or 4 hoods, as well as handrails, headlights, and other separately applied parts accurate for each road name. This all-new Walthers Proto Loco rides on correct RP25 contour metal wheels and AARA side frames with separate brake cylinders. Metal Protomax couplers and the flywheel-equipped Walthers Proto drive mechanism ensure trouble-free operation for years to come. This new super detailed NW2 is also available factory-equipped with super detailed sound. Each LokSound 5 version includes a state-of-the-industry DCC decoder that allows you to customize and dial in virtually every performance, sound, and lighting feature of your new Walthers Proto EMD NW2. For those that don't want DCC or wish to install their own decoder, all standard DC versions include a DCC plug and pre-installed speaker to make it easy to add the decoder of your choice if and when you're ready to make the leap to DCC sound. The Walthers Proto NW2 is available in multiple numbers of the following road names: Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe, Indiana Harbor Belt, Nickel Plate Road, New York Central, Southern, and Union Pacific. Undecorated versions are also available. Up next from Walthers Proto is a new run of modern-era tank cars. Molten sulfur is a byproduct of sulfide ore processing as well as the petroleum industry. For many years, railroads have hauled this commodity long distances from mines and refineries to plants that manufacture sulfuric acid, fertilizers, detergents, and other products. The Walthers Proto 40-foot Trinity 14,000-gallon molten sulfur tank car is modeled after a prototype that's been a common sight on freight trains since the 1990s. These cars are heavily insulated and have a special lining, as well as steam heating coils to keep the sulfur liquid for faster unloading. The fully assembled Walthers Proto model captures all the spotting features of its distinctive modern-era prototype. It has a smooth tank with thin weld lines and short stub sills. Other standout details of this model include etched metal platforms on the ends and on top of the tank, as well as separately applied side ladders, handrails, and brake system parts. All grab irons are made of separately applied wire. The underside of the car includes all the appropriate inlet and outlet piping. This car also captures all the prototypical warning and specification stencils found on the prototype. Even the smallest printing is clear and legible. The cars ride on accurate scale 36-inch metal wheels in 100-ton roller-bearing trucks and include metal Protomax knuckle couplers. Whether you run one in a mixed freight or a dozen in a dedicated unit train, these sulfur tank cars will help you accurately model the contemporary railroad scene. This latest run of molten sulfur tank cars is available in 4 numbers each of the following road names: CGTX, FHRX, GATX, ITDX, TCPX, TGOX, and 2 TILX schemes. Last up from Walthers Proto, we move from the chemical industry to container traffic. A must-have for contemporary intermodal operations, the Walthers Proto Gunderson rebuilt all-purpose 40-foot well car makes it easy to bring today's container traffic to your HO scale layout. The prototypes were built from obsolete 48-foot well cars by removing 8 feet from the centers and welding the cars back together. These cars started appearing on North American rails in the mid-2000s, and many remain in service today. They're capable of hauling 20-foot to 40-foot containers in their well, and 40-foot to 53-foot containers stacked above. The Walthers Proto model features a heavy die-cast metal frame with the distinctive weld line of the prototype modeled into the side sills. Etched metal walkways and platforms provide a realistic see-through effect. Separately applied parts include brake gear and durable wire grab irons. In addition to metal Protomax knuckle couplers on each end, each car includes ultra-smooth rolling scale 33-inch RP25 metal wheels. The Walthers Proto Gunderson rebuilt all-purpose 40-foot well car is available in 4 new road numbers each of the following paint schemes: Northwestern Oklahoma, DTTX, DTTX with the Forward Thinking logo, DTTX with the Railbox logo, DTTX Patch Out, and DTTX with the old logo. Next up, Anthony is going to tell you about some exciting new cargo for those well cars, as well as some other new announcements from Scenemaster and Cornerstone.
Thanks, Dana. Let's dive into it. Introducing the latest addition to our Scenemaster container lineup. Our new container 3-packs feature new road numbers across our popular 20, 40, and 53-foot containers, as well as a few new paint schemes. These containers are an excellent way to add realistic loads to intermodal consists, while also enhancing the detail of industrial parks, terminals, intermodal yards, or as stationary vehicle loads at docks or in transit. New paint schemes include ONE, ZIM, HMM, and Railrun, alongside our most popular existing schemes from major international and domestic carriers. They retail between $31.98 and $39.98 and are coming this winter. From freight to figures, Scenemaster brings your layout to life with 3 new figure sets. Create a bustling scene with our Workman set featuring 18 detailed figures. From construction workers erecting new buildings, to road crews repairing streets, and various craftsmen plying their trades. Add a human touch to every corner of your layout with our Seated People set. From families taking a break at the park, to commuters waiting at the station, this diverse collection of 18 seated figures adds depth and story to your miniature world. Finally, we have the Dairy Cattle set featuring 21 black and white cows. This set is perfect for creating vibrant rural or agricultural scenes. From grazing in open pastures to gathering around a farm's milking station. Pre-order today to have them ready for your layout by this winter. Our next product brings a touch of old world charm to your city streets. Crafted from quartz sand and rock flour, our Scenemaster cobblestone streets have the authentic texture of real cobblestones. Perfect for city centers, town squares, or residential areas, this versatile product will add depth and detail to your scenes. Pre-order today for just $17.98 with delivery starting this winter. All right, let's bring this thing home with 2 final announcements in Cornerstone. Introducing the brand new Transformer Factory Kit. This structure captures the essence of modern manufacturing, featuring key elements that bring authenticity to your layout, including roof-mounted cooling systems essential for regulating temperatures in high-energy environments, impressive overhead crane system used for lifting and positioning massive transformer components, Up next, transport yourself to a slice of Americana with our charming Cornerstone Coffee Shop. This model is inspired by the small town eateries that have served communities for decades. Whether it's serving early morning commuters or providing a spot for locals to gather, this coffee shop adds warmth and character to your layout's town or cityscape. Both of these new Cornerstone businesses will be ready for delivery this winter. Thank you for joining us for this edition of the Walthers New Product Express. All of the items are available for pre-order at your local hobby shop. If you need any more information about any of the featured products, please visit walthers.com or sign up for our free key update newsletter. See you next time.